So I'm looking at deconstructing the form vis-a-vis push hands and applications. So remember, we have to practice the 5 elements, which are advance, retreat, look left, look right, center equilibrium. So those develop the forms, which are the 8 trigrams. So this isn't one of the trigrams, but this is play guitar. So you can do play guitar 50-50, and that becomes the center of those 5 elements, right? So from that position, you can shift forward and back, and that develops either roll back or push, which is the first pair. So you can deconstruct the whole form using pairs. So once we get good at this and we go back and forth, and he starts to realize, oh wait, one hand becomes full as I go back and the other becomes empty. So that develops what becomes this, push and roll back, right? So when he does roll back, right, I'm doing push, and when he does push, I'm doing roll back, and we go back and forth like that. So that's the first pair. And first, you should do it as a function. So if he punches with his left here, that develops the function, right? And that gives you my attack. And if I, so you can do it a drill that way too. But the push hand does it this way, and it's just kind of a gentle way, or I call it a refined way of doing application. Then the next pair is we'll do shoulder and jai. So jai is pull, right? So jai produces shoulder, and then I pull him. That's one of the next pairs, and then the next pair after that is split and elbow. So if I do elbow, he splits it forward, my elbow, and then I release it, I split, and he tries to do elbow there, and I try to split his elbow. So these pairs show you the counters to each other, and they're put together as drills as a beginner. So this is how you can reconstruct the whole form this way. And then the next pair you can do is ward off. So if I do ward off, he should be doing press against my ward off. And then up, I neutralize that to do press against his ward off. The press actually does this. It's trapping something. See that? So he has to shift forward to do ward off. Yeah. And turns. And then it makes his hand full, and that becomes press. So that's another pair. And then so the whole thing can be worked out that way. So like diagonal flying. No, actually this one. So if I do diagonal flying, he does fair ladies. See that? So how they counter each other? So do fair ladies just this one. There you go. So then I can do, and so they show you how to counter each other basically. So that, once you understand that, that'll show you all the transitions in the form. So the transitions, how do you get out of the positions that, are kind of uncomfortable, and then get back into a state where you can go back to the pairs. So the pairs are really how this whole thing, the yin and yang pairing I call it, was created. And that became the form a lot later. They just put all the pairs together as a stream.